Hey everybody, Metroid Transformed here again, and today I'm changing it up a little bit. Instead of the usual Transformer, here we have the Jakks Pacific World of Nintendo Metroid minifigure. Now this is not the deluxe figure, which I believe is about 6 inches tall. This is the minifigure that's about 2.5 inches tall. This is like the $5 to $10 figure, not the $20 one. But you can see it's pretty nicely detailed. The only accessory it really comes with, it being this little minifigure, is a little stand. It's a little clear plastic stand, so that way you can have it floating. I mean, it does stand just fine on its own, on its little teeth. But if you don't want to mess up the teeth on it, you can take the stand, which has a weird kind of has a weird angle on it for some reason. I'm not sure if that really changes anything, but you can. But it does sit on the stand just fine, doesn't fall over, it doesn't really tip over easily. I mean, you can certainly tip it over, but you really gotta push it to do it. If you just kind of nudge it like that, it won't fall over. Unfortunately, I do not have a World of Nintendo Samus, and I don't have the Samus amiibo with me to show kind of a comparison. But I do got Slippy Toad. And for you Transformers fans, here he is next to Legends Class Skywarp to give you a good idea of how big he is. So yeah, it's a pretty small little figure, but I think it's the right size for Metroid. I do display it next to my Samus amiibo, and it is pretty much about the perfect size for a Metroid compared to the Samus amiibo. So if you're looking for just to display it, because it's not really an action figure, it really is just a little figurine. But just for display purposes, or just to have a Metroid to go with your Samus, it is a perfect little size Metroid. Would not pay the $20 they're asking for this online for some reason. This little guy is $20 online on some places. I'm not sure why. As far as the detailing goes, it's got some nice detail. You can see some like vein, kind of gummish, muscular kind of detail all along the bottom there, along with the little code thing there. The teeth are actually nicely detailed. They're really nicely painted because they have they're almost like realistic fangs because they're whitish, but then they have like a dark beige color washing over them. It gives them a very nice effect. And they don't all point in the same direction. They don't point towards the middle. Even the two at the front don't both point towards each other. So it kind of gives this effect of it constantly kind of going like this. You know, kind of constantly stretching and moving its teeth. I guess I would call these teeth at least. That's what they look like. They look like big old teeth that you can just grab onto something with. Doesn't really have a mouth in the middle, but you know. I mean, if you want to put it on Slippy, you know. It looks like he's trying to eat Slippy. Or maybe he just wants to go for a walk. He's just sitting on Slippy's head. And you can actually display it like that too. It's kind of funny. Also not sure which way is the front. I believe the side with the two smaller teeth is the front. But you could really display it either way and it would look fine. And as far as the detailing on the inside of the head, it's pretty nice. You know, you got the little red bulbs that the Metroids are known for with little yellow dots all over them. I mean, it's got all the details you would expect from a Metroid, and of course has the big green jellyfish-like bulb around it. And if you're curious, it's actually rubber. So yeah, this is actually really squishy. Kind of cool. Do be careful though, because I feel like these things would break off if it fell down on a hard enough surface. But if it falls this way, it's a little rubber piece. It'll be fine. And it is kind of cool. It does weirdly pick up a lot of dust, and it does feel a little weird to touch. But it makes for a really cool effect, especially if you start messing with it. Especially since this is a Metroid, which is supposed to be kind of like a jellyfish with teeth that can float around. So yeah, it's a pretty cool little minifigure, and I do recommend it. So this has been Metroid Transformed. I hope you enjoyed this little mini review, and I hope you have a good day. Take care.